Welcome everyone to this already sixth webinar in Tourbit for digital skills program. We have already had many webinars that have been very exciting, and there has been some very amazing experts concerning digital marketing, for example. And then last time we had a speaker who gave a presentation about data management, and he talked about data management in a very starting level. And today we then go forward with data management skills to the next level, so to say. And we will talk about data analytics today. We still have some webinars coming up, and next one will be also on the data side of digital management, but it will be more on cyber security. Today we will hear about online behavior, and we will discuss some tools, how to analyze online behavior, maybe some customer feedback issues, and how to manage online reputation. But our speaker can tell you more about that. Our speaker today is an international digital marketing professional, Montse. I'm going to say Penjarraja.
Good.
Very good. And Montse has very vast experience in tourism and cultural management and education. And she's been working in many projects globally in many different countries. And she also worked with UN World Tourism Organization. So you're very welcome, Montse. And we're very happy to have you here. As usual, first of all, apologies for a short delay. We had a small technical issue, but now we're back on track. And first, we will have Montse, who will give a short presentation about today's topics. And as usual, after that, we have some time for discussion and questions that we probably all have then to Montse. So without further delay anymore, I will give the floor to Montse, and we can start the webinar.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Anu. I'm going to share my screen so that you all can see what I'm seeing. And let's begin. Then when I was first invited, I was invited to talk about data analytics, but from the point of view of customer behavior. And well, I have chosen a little bit the path that we are going to follow today, following our users. So I could be talking for hours about this subject, but I decided to go for the path we have decided, which is this that we have you see on the screen. We will begin with how to master the online behavior analysis tools. So we will talk a little bit about this online behavior and the tools that we have to analyze it. And then we will see how to integrate the customer feedback on our strategy. Then we will see some of the reputational strategies that we could have, because as I was centering everything on the customer feedback, I thought that it was worth it to talk a little bit on how to manage this feedback. And then, as Anu said, we will do a question and answer session, okay, with a little wrap up at the end. So let's begin with the tools that we have. So those tools, it is important to measure the online behavior of our customers, because that helps us to understand better their customer journey, and also that enables us to make decisions based on data. Okay, so of course that we can have an intuition of what is the customer behavior when they first see or when they first heard about our company. But what I'm here today to help you how to use the data they create to to make decisions based on that. Okay, so for that, I have been thinking on challenges that you should that you should over it. The first challenge, for example, if we are talking about the customer's path on our website or on our on the journey they do, the first challenge would be how to discover this customer journey and what tools do we have to know what is the customer journey of a segment of our market. So for that, we should do a couple of things. First, we need to know what are our customer segments. That is why I begin inviting you to create a table with the customer segments that you have, a little description of the customer segments that you have, and the value proposition for each one of the segments. And then you pick up one segment, and for that segment, you create the customer journey. Okay, do not create the customer journey without doing a right segmentation. So thinking about all the customers you have. As all we do in digital marketing nowadays, it should be segmented. Okay, so the first exercise is do a proper segmentation. Once you have the segmentation, you choose one segment and then you create its customer journey. Okay. Then to create the customer journey, we can have our computer and think about the customer journey. But nowadays we have a very good tool. We have ChatGPT that has been trained for marketing purposes and that will allow us to go much faster in all those endeavors that we have to do. For example, the one I'm showing you here is a segmentation. I have asked for a segmentation of, I don't remember. Yeah, in this case, I was asking, I was acting as a tourism service company who works on the Catalan Pyrenees doing tour guides. And I asked ChatGPT, can you please create a table? So you have to ask ChatGPT very kindly, what do you want as output? Okay, so we want a table, we want customer segments, description, and value proposition. And first of all, you have to describe your company. What I do normally with ChatGPT is I have a conversation about my company. So each time I do not have to explain all the things that my company does. I must say that I think it's on the 1st of March, you will have a special masterclass about how to use AI, so artificial intelligence for tourism services, okay? So they will explain better how to use ChatGPT. Now just use it as I'm explaining you. You will see that is a tool that it will help you with your productivity. So for example, to do this table with all my customer segments, the description and a value proposition, probably it would took me 1 hour, okay? But with ChatGPT is 2 minutes, one to explain what my company does and the other to create the prompt, the query that I have used. So the productivity, it becomes like multiplied by 10, not by 2 or by 3, but by 10, okay? So use it. So going back to what we are talking today, once I have the list of my customer segments, of course, ChatGPT will give me a list, but then I will choose which ones are right and which ones are not right for my company. Once I choose which one are the rights, then I pick up one, and then I ask ChatGPT to create the customer journey of of that segment. In this case, as I was telling you, is I have chosen nature lovers interested in visiting the Catalan Pyrenees, and this is the customer journey that ChatGPT thinks that my segment is going through. Okay, and the first thing that you will realize is that it's giving me a customer journey that is long. Okay, it's awareness. So here, awareness, interest, consideration, conversion, experience, the post-visit engagement, and advocacy. And the first thing I want you to realize is that it's not a funnel. You will see that on internet, everybody is talking about a sales funnel, okay? In tourism, we don't have a sales funnel. We have a sales cycle, okay? It's a cycle. And ChatGPT is giving us the path of that cycle. So we have awareness. People will discover our company somewhere, in a marketplace, in a place like TripAdvisor, in a search in Google, in a social network, somewhere, okay? After that, he will feel that has some interest in what we do and will enter our website, okay? So path number 2 is they are inside our website. Then they see what website our website is about, and they begin to consider hiring our services or contracting our services or buying our products. So there is the third phase is consideration. Then if we convince them on the consideration, the conversion will begin, okay? And it will be longer or shorter, depends of if we have e-commerce or maybe they have to ask for more information. That depends. This path can be longer or shorter, but we'll end up in money on our hand in one side. And the other, you will see that the funnel it does not end here. That is a cycle, as I was saying. Sorry. Then we have to deliver the experience. Okay, we are in tourism, we deliver experience. We deliver the experience. After the experience is delivered, then we should have post-visit engagement. So we should send them an email asking how the experience has gone. Okay, and here is when I see some companies that they do not that they don't do it. And this is a problem. It's a problem because we don't have the feedback from the user, so we cannot do our experience better, and we are not using this feedback. So you should concentrate on path number 6, on the point number 6, so in this post-visit engagement. Then we ask for how the experience has gone, and then they answer back to us. Okay, and another path begins, which is the advocacy path. Because if they go to TripAdvisor and they do a comment, or they go to Google and they do a comment on Google, other people will see that comment and the cycle will begin with the awareness. Okay, so I know that you already know that, but what I see in my day by day is that you don't act like if the journey is a cycle. You act as if the journey was a funnel, and you stop once you have the money and you do the experience, okay? And the reality is even that if you know that is a cycle, you do not act at is a cycle. You hope that this will come with you being there. And you should know that people will not do, they will not comment, they will not give feedback about what you do if you don't insist on it, okay? So your work is not finished once your experience has been done. Your work continues with the post-visit engagement and then properly managing this advocacy, okay? So once we understand that the customer journey of our segments is a cycle, then we have to measure it because we are doing an analytics class today, okay? So we have to measure it. So here I'm helping you to measure all those different parts of the customer journey. So the awareness, how can we know or measure the awareness? Well, this is a metric called reach. If we go to our social networks, to Instagram, to Facebook, to LinkedIn, and we look for this reach, we will find it. The reach is how many people has seen what we are publishing, okay? And it's called reach. So you will find it under this name. On search engine optimization, so how many people has seen us on Google, then it's not called reach, it's called impressions. And we will find it on Google Analytics. If you go to Google Analytics 4, then you click on Search Console, and in Search Console, you click on keywords or you click on pages, the Google Analytics 4, sorry, will give us how many impressions have we had? So how many times we have appeared in a search result page, okay? And that will be the reach that we have to measure. And then if we do advertising, the same. To find the reach of our ads, it's called impressions, and we will find it wherever we do the ads. Okay, so if we do the ads in Google, we will find it in Google Ads. If we do the ads in Instagram, we will have it in Facebook Business Manager or in the ads interface of our Instagram. Okay, then we add this reach, and all the reaches that we do outside of our website. And with this, we have the total reach of our communication. So we can measure the first path, the awareness. Okay. Then let's move to interest. This is much easier than the other. So the complicated one is the awareness and the advocacy. Okay, the interest is very easy. You go to your Google Analytics and you measure the visits to your website. Okay, and with that we have the interest. Then how to measure the following one, the consideration. We can measure it if we check on Google Analytics how many visits our services or product pages have. Okay, again, this is on behavior inside Google Analytics, and we will find this data. So we can, this one is easily find it. Then the conversion, easy, as again, is our sales. It will, if we have Google Analytics 4 well configured, we will have it on Google Analytics. If not, we will have it on the program that we have to manage the customers. Okay, if we, the accounting program, the Excel file that we have, that depends of you, how you manage your customers. But in this case, the conversions are the customers. So again, it's easy to track how many conversions do we have. Then let's move to the other part of the cycle, the experience. Again, is how many services we have delivered. Again, probably the program that you have to count how many sales, there you will see how many services you have delivered, and you have count how many experiences do you have. Then with the post-visit engagement is how many emails you have sent asking for feedback. Probably will be the same as conversions you have. Okay, but count or have a program to count how many emails asking for feedback you have. That can be done with your CRM program or your email program. If you use MailChimp or Mail Relay or another program to send emails, is how many emails you have sent. Or if you send the emails by hand, just go to your Outlook or your Google and look for feedback or the title of the email that you are sending and count the emails you have sent that month. Okay, and with that, you will have the post-visit engagement. And then at the end, another complicated metric that we have is the advocacy, the one who measures the advocacy, because we need to know to Google My Business and see how many comments do we have there. We need to know to TripAdvisor and see how many feedback have we earned that month. So we will do that monthly, okay? And we have to check in all places. Okay, so it's better if you ask them to send you the comments if you can, or if not, to concentrate yourself in one tool. Google My Business is used more for younger people. TripAdvisor is used for more people, more of the 40 years old and above. So depends of who is your public objective. It's better if you concentrate in one tool or another tool. Okay, that depends of who is your public objective. But this way, we will be able to measure all the different paths of our customer journey. Okay, so this in an Excel file will have this kind of look. The reach will be here and will be the sum of all other reaches, the reach in social networks, the reach in ads, the reach in search engine optimization. So this is a sum of other reach. Then the website users that we have, this from Google Analytics, how many people has visited the product or the shopping cart, this will come from Google Analytics, how many sales or transactions we have done, in this case, it will come from Google Analytics or our CRM. And then we have to see how many feedback we have earned. And it will look like this. We will be losing people. So it looks like a funnel, okay? But it is not a funnel, it's a cycle. Then the feedback that we have earned will help others, and we will use it to manipulate others or to persuade others. We will use it as reach to persuade them to have interest in our services, okay? Then with that, we will have a total income and we will have an average service price. And why is this useful to have all this data? Once, because here you can know how to do your marketing plan, because you can do two things. The first is to put more gas in your reach, so invest in reach. Having more reach will end up having more sales. Okay, and this is one path. And the other is to improve the conversion rates. If we improve these conversion rates from reach to website visits, we will have more sales. If we improve this conversion rate from people who visit our website to people who sees our product, or people who sees our product, people who ends up buying, if we increase these conversion rates, we will also have more sales. So we have two paths, and our digital marketing plan has to include things to improve the reach and things to improve the conversions, okay? But it's also useful for other things. Based on this, we can set smart objectives, okay? So if I want to increase the total income of my company, for example, a 15%, imagine that this is the objective for next month, to increase 15%. Then I can do inverse engineering, okay? With that, I can know that I have to have this income. To have this income, I need those sales. To have those sales, I will need those visits to the page product. To have those visits to the page product, I will need these visits to my website. And to have these visits to the website, I will need this reach, okay? So I can set objectives. Okay, so this is very, very, very important. And if you only take this away from my presentation, I will be more than happy. Okay, so I will going back. If you measure this cycle, you will be able to set smart goals and a smart objective for your company. Okay, so this is very, very important already. Then looking at an overview of the tools I have said, is the social network insights, Google Analytics, your program of customer relationship management, or an Excel file if you don't have any, and the opinion platforms. Okay, and you have to master those four tools in order to be able to create that Excel file that I have shown you. Let's move to the second part of this today's presentation, how to integrate the customer feedback in your strategy. Okay, customer feedback is really, really important, and it's not me who are saying. There are thousands of research papers, and when I say thousands, I mean thousands, okay, with scientific evidence that a positive feedback or a negative feedback from previous customers can affect the behavior of your possible new customers. Okay, many of those articles use the theory of planned behavior that states that if you want someone to do a behavior, you have to act over the intention to do that behavior. In our case, the intention to buy our services. Okay, and the intention, you can modify the intention of someone by working on the attitude they have over the intention, but the subjective norm, so is how people are, the influencers or family members or other people are talking about this behavior. If they say, you haven't done it yet, you haven't tried yet, or you haven't been there yet, oh, how is this possible? This is this part. And then also the perceived behavioral control. If you perceive that will be easy or difficult or expensive, or you don't have the funds, or all this part, okay? So I will not go further on this theory because I would take me at least 1 hour to explain. If you want to learn more, go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to explain the theory of planned behavior on a service, touristic service. Okay, and you will find more information. Then, if you do that, you will realize that we need to better understand the feedback that our customers are giving us. Okay, and we will do that I will show you how to do that in 2 different ways: a qualitative way, a qualitative analysis, and a quantitative analysis. Okay, we will begin with the qualitative analysis. There are 3 things that we can do using ChatGPT. Before ChatGPT, it would be very complicated to do that. Well, very time consuming. With ChatGPT, it's much easy. We can go to ChatGPT, copy and paste all the feedback that we have. So you can go to TripAdvisor, select all the feedback that you have and copy and paste it. Or you can go to Google My Business, copy all the feedback that you have there and paste it on ChatGPT, and then ask ChatGPT to do a thematic analysis. Okay, a thematic analysis helps you identify common themes or topics that your customers are saying. For example, the friendliness of your staff, the cleanliness of your accommodations, the efficiency of the booking process, things like those. This is called a thematic analysis. Another one that we can do is a sentiment analysis. Okay, so see if people are talking positively or neutral or negatively. So evaluate a little bit the emotions behind the feedback that people are giving you. And then a narrative analysis. The narrative analysis is also very interesting to do. Is see what the stories or the experiences that people are sharing related to your feedback, and understand what they are sharing. So let's see 3 examples of this. This is a thematic analysis. I have used in this case a service of enoturism, so wine tourism, with very famous winemakers in Barcelona called Caves Codorniu. And I have taken all the feedback they have in TripAdvisor and copy and paste it on ChatGPT, asking to do a thematic analysis. Okay, and then he's giving me a very good answer. So you have to think that ChatGPT has been trained for marketing purposes. Okay, so the answers that he's giving you are good answers. Okay, so you can not believe them at 100%, but you can really take them in consideration. Okay, but as all artificial intelligence, the main brain is your brain. Okay, they are a second brain. Good. Then with that, in this case, for example, people were talking about the exceptional setting and ambience, and he's saying multiple reviews highlight the beautiful setting and the ambience of Caves Codorniu, and they say what visitors appreciate. So he's analyzing all the feedback. And then the quality of the tour experience, the food and beverage quality as well. So the thematic analysis will be very experienced, very, very interesting to understand better the experience you are providing to your customers. So the customers behave, it will help you to manage and to influence on the customers' behave when they are inside the cycle and deciding if they want to hire you or not. Okay. If you want that those are the things that they most appreciate, you put those things on value in your website or in your social network. So it's crucial to understand this. Okay, then let's see a sentiment analysis, how it looks like. It's analyzing the comments and saying it's positive, 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 and explain why they think or why ChatGPT thinks it's positive. And this will help you again a lot to understand the customer journey. And then the narrative is also very interesting to understand. It will help you again to understand the full cycle. Okay, here is saying for Laura, this is a story of discovery and enjoyment. For Jane is a highlight of Catalonia. For Karen is a winter day adventure. And also very interesting to understand the narrative behind the comment that people have said. So if you want to know more about this qualitative analysis, use ChatGPT and use at least those 3 types of analysis. Then if you are more a quantitative people and you want to know how to know if the service you are delivering is okay or not, we have in tourism, we have the Net Promoter Score, so the NPS, which is a metric that you will create asking the tourist if they would recommend your services. Okay, and then you divide it by the total of people who has answered, and with that you will have the Net Promoter Score. Okay, and if the promoter score is high, that means that people is happy with the service you are providing. If the Net Promoter Score is low, then people are not comfortable with something on your service. This kind of analysis with the Net Promoter Score is a step ahead. So you will see that Net Promoter Score is going down before you see it on your income. Okay, so it's very important to have this metric. Okay, because it's the previous path to people not contracting you. Okay, so if you discover that people are beginning not to be happy with your service, in a few months, that will affect how many services you are selling. Okay, so this is like having a crystal ball. If you follow the Net Promoter score every month, so you ask people when you ask for feedback if they would be willing to recommend your service and you count it, it's like having a crystal ball. Okay, so very, very important. Do not neglect this part. Is what I was saying. Do not think that you have a funnel, you have a cycle. Do not neglect the last part of the cycle. Okay, then how can you integrate this feedback into your strategy? Well, you can integrate it in product development. So creating or improving the current products that you have or the services that you have. You can also integrate it in customer services improvement. So changing things that have emerged during the analysis. And in next slide, we will see how to incorporate the feedback in your sales process. Okay, this is very, very important, and also is another thing that if you take this home to you, I will be more than happy. Okay, so in this case is how can we create these virtuosity feedback loops with the comments, with the feedback of our customers, integrating the feedback in our strategy. And the first one, and the easiest one, is this one, that use the comments to make more awareness. This is done automatically if the comment is placed in Google My Business or the comment is placed in TripAdvisor or in Booking or any other platform. Okay, but from your part, you can use it in your social networks, and that is what I was saying you here. Okay, if every time that you have a very good comment, with that you create Instagram post and saying, today we are happy to share with you this comment from our customer with the signature of the customer, the same the post created with a comment that he has made in TripAdvisor, and you cite the font. So you say this is coming from Instagram or this is coming from Google My Business. Okay, that it will have an impact on your awareness. Okay, and it's content created by a third party. It's not content created by you. You are using this third party to influence on the behavior of your possible customers. From their point of view, this comment is more credible than something that you can publish by yourself. Okay, so use it also when you publish in social networks. Use this content as well. Okay, this creates one feedback loop, the one that we were talking already. But we can create more feedback loops. For example, if you use the content that people are publishing in Booking, in TripAdvisor, in Google My Business, and you take the good comments and you put those good comments on your website, you can put it on the homepage, you can put it on the footer of all your website, and you can put them on the service page. Okay, that will help to have more conversions. Okay, again, it's not me who says, there is a lot of research, scientific research, that says that there is a correlation in this. So if you use the feedback that people freely are giving to you or to other platforms, and you use the feedback to affect the consideration phase or the conversion phase, so you use it on your website, that will give you more money and will give you more the possibility of deliver more experiences. Okay, so here we have another feedback loop. And then we have a third feedback loop here, that is use the customer feedback to make your experience better, or to change things of your experience, parts of your experience where people are not very happy with. Okay, for example, if they say, no, the experience is okay, but if you come with young children, then sometimes this happens. Okay, then make sure that you use this feedback to improve the services you are giving to segments that come with young children. Okay, that again is why you need segmentation with this. And here we have a third feedback loop. Okay, sorry. So we have 3 feedback loops that will help us, and 3 ways to integrate the feedback from our customers in our customer journey to influence what people are doing in the different phases of this journey. Okay, so again, very, very important. Okay, so the three things. Then let's move to the third part of the presentation, the online reputation management strategies. I know that this is not the analytics that you were thinking of, but I wanted to concentrate on the feedback of the user, so on the importance on how to measure every path of the customer journey and in having influence on every path of the customer journey. Okay, and for that you need to know a little bit on how to manage the online reputation. So how to manage the reputation of your company online. Okay, so the first thing, you need to know this tool. This tool is called Google Alerts. It's a free tool, a very ancient tool. Right? So it's been there in Google services for years. So I hope that some of you are already using it, but if not, please check it. So you go to Google, you look for Google Alerts, and then you can place alerts on your company's name. Okay, so you can do it, in my case, you see here, I do it in my name, but I also do it in my company's name, and I also do it in things that interest me. And every time that Google will see someone talking about your company or talking about you, will send you an email. Okay, you can choose that you want an email sent every week or every day or on real time. You choose. Okay, so use this service and it will help you to manage your online reputation, because you will be aware every time that someone is talking about your company. Then another thing that you have to take in consideration is that conflict is in human nature. So comments are never personal. Don't take them as something personal, even if they talk about you. Okay, it's not personal. It's in our nature. We have the evolution from being animals to being now who we are. It's based on conflict. People that were peaceful and they didn't want conflict, they died. They did die without children. Okay, so in our ADN, with the conflict is there, is in our nature. So never take it as a personal attack to you. Okay, and then another thing, when you respond to the feedback, obviously if you respond to positive feedback, is a happy thing that you should do, and you should respond to happy feedback. Okay, but I will concentrate myself on the negative feedback. Then it is imperative that you respond to negative feedback, because if not, people will only see the opinion of the negative part and will do not understand what has really happened. Okay, then once you respond to that negative feedback, take in consideration that the goal is not to resolve the conflict, okay? Because the conflict has already passed and the customer has gone and the customer is not happy, okay? So, but it has passed. You have to concentrate yourself on, so that when someone is reading the customer feedback and our response, they have to they have to empathize with you. Okay, so they have to feel that you are concerned about that you are concerned that they had a bad experience with them, and that you are committed to make sure that will not happen again. Okay, so with that, even if a comment is bad, they will see that you are concerned and that will not happen again. Okay, so that negative feedback will end up being something positive for you. Okay, on the other hand, if you answer like saying, oh, why did you not tell this in the reception, or looking at my eyes, saying these things to my face, so if you act like a paranoid or like a mad person, people who is reading will not empathize with you. They will be empathetic with the customer who had the problem. So you will look bad in their eyes, and they will make them not to come to your facility or not to hire your services. Okay, so we need this empathy. We need that people, when they read our response, that they feel that they are in good hands and that they have taken care of the problem they had. Okay, so then challenge number 6, what to do with what bad reviews. Okay, then the problems, the incidents can be in 4 different categories: structural problems, social problems, cultural problems, or punctual problems. Okay, if they are structural, so that your rooms are too small, or that you don't have enough time, or that something that there is nothing you can do to make the situation better, then it's better to explain the situation, to say our hotel was built in 1920 and rooms are 20 square meters. And this is the way it is, okay? So if you don't want to have bad feedback on that, it's just a matter that the expectations you generate meet with the reality. Okay, bad feedback and bad mood from the customers arises when you give higher expectations than what you deliver in reality. Okay, so the secret here is to give exactly the expectation. So the expectations should match to the situation they will have. Okay, so you say in the front page that your rooms are small, but that they will have the pleasure of being in the same room that where something happened or where some other people were there. So explain what the positive part of that. Okay, but there is nothing you can do. So do not, if people say rooms are too small, then there is nothing you can do about that. Okay, then the social problems. Social problems normally arise when there is a problem based on power. Okay, that they have a problem with the people you have in reception, or they have a power problem that we have with a cleaning lady or something like that. Then the only way to solve that is acting as a mediator. Okay, is acting there as a mediator, and in a social network, again, you answer acting as a mediator. There is nothing you can do. Is a problem based on power, very complicated to solve. Sometimes there are cultural misunderstandings. They say there is people in the swimming pool that they are fully dressed. Okay, you have to explain that no, that they are Arabic people or Jewish people, and that is a full burkini. So you explain the situation. There is nothing you can do there. Explain. Okay, where you can do and where you can apply a protocol is with the punctual, with the accidental incidences. Okay, so the protocol is here. The protocol is always the same. You are sorry for the situation. You don't say, oh, please, I beg your pardon, or forgive me. No. Empathy, again, you are sorry for the situation. They have had a bad experience with you. You are sorry for the situation. Then you explain your version of the facts. Okay, this is very important, because if not, they will only have the customer version of the facts. But you explain your version. Okay, the thing is that when you came, we were doing some works on the gym, and that is why the swimming pool was dirt with dust. Okay, but now we have a new gym and a clean swimming pool. So you explain your version, and you explain, well, you thank them for reporting the incidents, and you explain what you have done to make sure that this will not happen again. Okay, so you explain that the gym is done and no more works are planned, and that that will guarantee that the swimming pool will be clean. Or you can explain that for next time you will make sure that the workers do not generate so many dust so that the swimming pool is dirty. I'm thinking here in a real case, okay? And then you put yourself at their disposal, saying, please, if you ever come, please contact me. I'm here if you need more explanation, so that people see that you are willing to have a discussion with them. But in fact, what you want is that people to empathize with you and to make sure that that will not happen again. So again, the objective is to make sure that the reader empathizes with you and not with the author of the complaint. Okay, and this is how we solve a punctual incidents. Okay, for example, here this is someone saying this is an amusement park. They were saying it's a horrible place. Do not come in winter. Everything is closed and staff are horrible. And no, everything is not closed. And the staff, they are not horrible. Here say I paid 20 for Geldi, was in Georgia, the country. And then nothing works. Nobody says to me that when I bought the tickets. So make sure that you explain the situation that this will not have. So make sure that you manage this with this. Okay. So I think you can do in this case. Nobody answered the complaint. In this case, what I would do is go to TripAdvisor, explain the situation. So someone is saying in TripAdvisor about my amusement park, this is a horrible place, wah, 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 wah. Can you create a response? And then ChatGPT has been trained to use the protocol and will answer more or less well. Okay, so we are sorry to hear that you have a negative experience in our amusement park. So first part is okay. We take all feedback seriously and we would like to address your concerns. We apologize for any inconvenience caused by the closure of certain attractions during winter time. Okay, you already say this, certain attractions. And then you say, unfortunately, some of our attractions are weather dependent and cannot be operated in certain conditions. However, here we could explain, this is open, this one is open, this is open. Or we only have closed three things, this one, and this one. And then, and here there's regarding the roller coaster, we apologize any confusion. So we should explain. And at the end, we should say, to make sure that this will not happen again, in the ticket booth, we already give information about the attractions that are closed. So you explain what you have done so that this will not happen. Okay. And with this, you will see that you will have more positive feedback, less bad feedback, and that you will be able to use this positive feedback in your strategy I have shown you before. Okay, so with this, I think we have more or less seen all the things I wanted to share with you in this in today's presentation. So let's open a question and answer part, and then I will do a final wrap up at the end. So I will stop sharing my screen so I see your faces if you are connected with the camera on. Anu, I don't know if people has asked questions through the chat, or if they can participate.
Let's see. No, there are no questions, just thank yous. That it was great, and also I think that this was super. Thank you very much,
Then
Montse. And
no,
if
go
you
ahead.
if you online people have questions, then we can take them.
Okay, while questions come, there is a tool I would like to show you as well that can help you, that I didn't want it to mix it with what I was explaining because it's a little apart from customer feedback, but that will help you to understand better and to measure what people are doing on your website. I'm going to share a screen again, and I will go to this tool. So I go out of my presentation. One moment, let's see if I can. It's not allowing me to go out of the presentation. Now, so this tool is called, sorry, I will do it here, is called Clarity. It's from Microsoft. It's a free tool with a free plugin for WordPress if your website is done with WordPress. And this tool will help you to manage what people do in your website. So what they do is they record. I'm showing you that with a web page, one of mine, so it's not confidential. And it will record what people do on your website. So that will help you a lot. I go here to recordings. It will help you a lot to see what people are doing. For example, this is a customer from Argentina in a Windows, in a PC, and they have seen 8 pages of my website. And here I will be able to see the recordings. Okay, that will help me a lot. You see, for example, here I can see that they are navigating on the website without closing the cookie law thing. Okay, then I see that they are in the home page and I can see the cursor they are using. Then I will see here more things. Here I will see the clicks they are doing. So they click, they are not clicking, they are still seeing. But this tool will help me a lot to understand what customers do once they are in my page. So not in the awareness phase that I have been talking, but on the phase where they are already on my page. And having a look on my page and seeing if I can measure here how many people are seeing the product pages in this case, okay? And I can see what they are doing when they are in my website. So this will help me a lot. Google Analytics with this, combined with this, will help me a lot to understand the customer's path, okay? So this is a free tool and I hardly advise that you use it. So meanwhile, does questions have arrived or not?
Yes, there is a question. Where would
Perfect.
you advise us to use automation in the most effective way along the customer journey without losing the warmth? As you know, yeah, that's a very good question, Eleonora, because we are in the people business, so we don't want to
Yeah.
lose that.
Okay, I'm gonna share a screen again, and I'm gonna go to the slides. One moment. Here, and I'm gonna go on the here. Okay, so we are here with a cycle, and we are deciding where can we apply automation services here. Okay, we can apply automation services in the post-visit engagement and creating and that depends of the customer of the CRM of the customer relationship management program that we have, but we can create this post-visit engagement can be completely automated. That once we enter in our program the customer and the day that we will give the experience, we can program that in 2 days after that date they should receive an email, and that can be automatically sent. Okay, so this can be easily done if you use normal tools of customer relationship management. For example, Zoho CRM, or you use what's the other, the popular one? I don't remember now. But all those programs have this email that can be automated. Okay, then more things. The advocacy part you can also do automation with that if you create automatic posts for Instagram. And I know that you have said that you want things to be warm, okay? But there is the possibility to have ChatGPT and to ask ChatGPT to create, I don't know, based on the customer value or on the value proposition that you are giving to different market segments, to create inspirational quotings, okay? And you can publish those inspirational quotings every Monday. Even you can call it Monday quoting, okay? And that can be created with ChatGPT. ChatGPT will create a table with all this feedback. You then copy that into an Excel file, and then you can go to Canva, canva.com, and ask Canva to, based on that Excel file, to create multiple automatic videos or automatic reels for Instagram or shorts for YouTube or TikToks based on that. And then you automatically, when I do that, I do it in groups of 20, 20, 20, 20, and I program them. If you enter my Instagram, you will see them. I create them once a month with Excel and Canva, and that will help you to have content that will create awareness and that will make sure that people see you more on social networks. One of the problems in social networks is how to create the content. So people always tell me when I'm doing an Instagram class, they say, no, I already know how to use Instagram and all the features of Instagram. What I don't know is what to say in Instagram. Okay, then one thing that you can say or that you can use quotes that ChatGPT has invented, but that they are inspirational for your customers, or you can use even the quotes. You can quote the feedback that you have been given, and then put that feedback in an Excel file and use that Excel file in Canva. I must say that the free version of Canva does not have the possibility to upload an Excel file, but the paying version of Canva, it does. Okay. And from a company point of view, I think it's worth it to pay it. Okay. The same way I think it's worth it to pay ChatGPT to have ChatGPT 4 and all the features of 4 from a company point of view. From an individual point of view, maybe 20 euros per month, it's too much for a personal level. But from a company point of view, I think it's really worth it. And the same, it happens with ChatGPT and it happens with Canva. Okay, the time you save using Canva with combined with an Excel file is amazing. And you can create those videos that can be published every Monday or every Tuesday or whenever you want. You can create them all for all the weeks of the year if you already have lots of feedback in TripAdvisor or in Booking or wherever you have it. And that can be automated. And the tool to publish it automatically, if you want to do it only in one social network, for example, in Instagram, you can do it from Facebook in business.facebook.com. So in the Meta interface, you have a tool to program. If you want to do it in more social networks, for example, let's say that you want to automate the publication of content, not all the content of the week. I'm talking about the content of every Monday, for example, and you can do it you want to do it in LinkedIn, in Twitter, in in Instagram and in TikTok and YouTube, or YouTube, TikTok and Instagram, that would be a combination for end user. Then there are other tools that are better to program this. The one I use is called Buffer, and it's the paying version is 6 euros per network, 6 euros per month per network that I want to program. But there are there is another one called Metric Cool that also helps you a lot to program this content. Okay, and you can have all your Mondays for the whole year program, and you can forget about what to say on Monday, and you can concentrate on create something for Tuesday to say something. Okay, so this path can be automated. The post and visit engagement can be automated. For the conversion part is a little bit more complicated. So when they are already on your website, to do automations there are complicated. What we normally do is to put the feedback in the pages or in the product pages that I have already explained. And another thing that we do is that to put people who has contract this also has contract this other, so that we inspire people to see other products. But from the automation point of view, in that part is a little bit more complicated. Okay, so here complicated to do automation. Here awareness, automated awareness here would be email marketing to some databases is the way that we can do it. Or normally what we do is ads in this case, or search engine optimization, or social networks. And the social networks can be automated with comments that we have. If we connect the Excel file with Canva and we create the short videos in a moment. No, it takes 1 hour, 1.5 hours to create 20 videos, but 20 videos, you have content for 20 weeks. Okay, so it's worth it. So you can do it here, combining Excel and Canva, and then a program tool. From the post-visit engagement, how to send this email, probably your CRM program already does that. If not, then you will have to do it by hand. If you don't have a program and you have an Excel file, so because you are a very small company and you don't have this kind of digital tools, then you will have to do it by hand. Okay, and deliver the experience. This is the path that cannot be done automatically unless you do a digital experience. You are doing a virtual tour, or you are doing something that can be done virtual. Okay, but unless it's a digital product, the experience has to be hand, so in corpore, given you by yourself. Okay, so I think that with that I have covered all the cycle. So I stop sharing and I go again to see your faces.
Yeah, Thank you. Yeah.
There are more questions, or are there more questions, or?
There is a comment about HubSpot. I don't know if it was
HubSpot, yeah.
yeah, if it was
That was the one
that you
I wasn't
didn't remember.
remember.
Yeah.
So
And,
thank you.
And then there are also others that are passionate Canva users, but many of us do not use the one that you
CRM
have to pay
tools.
for. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Oh, you say for the Canva version. Yeah, I know. Then with the Canva, without paying Canva, you can do the same, but you can do it one by one. With the Canva version, I have a button that says upload an Excel file. And then I create a video and I match every field of the Excel file with a part of the video. And then automatically creates 20 videos in a row, like different scenes of the video. And then when you save them, you save each scene as an individual video. If you want to learn how to do it, you only have to go to YouTube and look for how to create videos with automatic videos with Canva and ChatGPT. And you will find lots of young people explaining how to use it. This is the way I learn. People normally ask me, where do you learn all this? And what course have you done? No, I do prepare courses, but how I learn is watching videos in YouTube and seeing all the experiments they do, and then from there deciding what is useful and what is worth it to do it, and what can be useful for my customers. And then normally I try things so I can learn how to do it, and then I explain this to others, to companies or to students. I passed my curriculum very quick at the beginning, but I have 3 dimensions. I'm a consultant, I'm a professor, and I'm a researcher. Okay, so it's the 3 things. But all the things I learn it as a researcher, and then I teach them in class, and then I experiment them on myself and on my customers. Okay, so all the things are experimented. It's not that I made up and that's it.
Yeah, that sounds very good. It's like a full circle.
Thank you. More questions or something else that you would like to add? If no, I will go to the wrap up slide. If there is nothing else, I go there. I also share the screen. I was here, I go to the end. And here. So the wrap up for today. What we have done is to solve 6 challenges that I was giving you while I was talking. So the first is we have seen some analysis tools for customers' behavior, and I have shown you how to see the customer journeys or how to create the customer journeys and with ChatGPT, and we have seen how to measure the different paths. Each path of the customer journey, each part of the customer journey. And we have seen some tools to do that. Then I have shown you how to integrate the feedback of first how to analyze the feedback. And we have seen the qualitative analysis and the quantitative analysis that I also think that is a very interesting thing to do with the feedback that you have of your customers and that you will learn a lot. Then we have seen how to integrate the customer feedback into your strategy. And I have explained about the 3 feedback loops. And on top of that, and thanks to the questions you have asked, we have seen how to manage to do automation in some of those different paths. Thank you for the question. And at the end, I think that you already knew that, but just in case, I did a little bit explanation on reputation management, okay? Because as we are talking all the time about the feedback and the customer feedback and how to integrate it and how to change the way that people see our service, I think that it was worth it to know what to do with bad reviews. Okay, so those are the takeouts of this presentation. I hope you have enjoyed. You have all my data here, my website, my telephone in case you need to send a WhatsApp and email. You contact me if you have doubts or you have questions, and nothing else. I would like to thank you, the Tourbit, for inviting me to be here. And whatever you need, I'm here to help you.
Thank you very much, Montse. This was really amazing presentation, and it was very understandable even for such a newbie like myself. So it was very good, and we very much apologize for all the inconvenience concerning the broken link, and we will make sure that it will never happen again. Was it like that? So
Thank you. You are managing very well.
yes. Yes.
Good.
So yeah, thank you very much for participating, and we hope we'll hear Montse also some other time.
Okay. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.